70 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
All right, 5 minutes after 10 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. We have an amazing park west of, is that west from? West over there. Sholom Park, Sholom Gardens, Sholom Park. I call it both park and gardens. Summer Best is here from On Top of the World, Sholom Park, and she is a spokesperson for the park. They have an event coming up called Fun in the Park. If you've never been there, you should go. Go there on a day when there's something happening, and also go on there on a day when there's nothing happening, because it's just a beautiful. It is what the word shalom kind of implies, that it's peaceful, right? And Summer Best is here, and she has with her Diane Cahall. Diane is an artist, and we're going to talk to the two ladies, about what they're doing and everything that we can squeeze into 23 minutes. Good morning, Summer. Good morning, Diane.
Good morning.
Put your microphones on, then I can hear you better.
How's that? Good morning.
I always got to put there you are.
I'm way back here.
Hello, Diane.
Hello.
What kind of an artist are you?
A crazy one.
A crazy one.
Yeah.
That's the best kind.
It's a good kind.
Just don't get as crazy as Andy Warhol. Just don't go that crazy.
That's a little too tame.
It's a little too tame.
No, I'm a painter, but I have to say, for my parents' sake, that my degree's in photography, so I do a lot with Polaroids.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's kind of my jam right now.
Polaroids. Mm-hmm. You can still get a Polaroid
You can.
film?
It's called Polaroid Originals, but it's new film.
New film.
Mm-hmm. And it works in an old SX70 or a brand new camera.
So is the finished work little tiny things?
Little tiny things, but then I take a lot of pictures.
Oh.
I boil them. The
You
top layer.
boil
I'm
them?
telling you, I told you I was crazy.
In water?
In water.
Yeah.
And you take you lift it off and you put it on other substrate, and I make bigger.
Wait, substrate? Mm-hmm. What is that?
Just anything that a rock, a canvas, anything that will accept it.
Substrate.
Yes.
So you pull it like silly putty and put it on?
Yes, it's kind of like playing with if you're trying to get out of something and you were in the bathroom
Did
and
you
you're
make
playing
up
with a
this?
Kleenex.
I mean, is this your own invention?
No, this happened by accident at Polaroid, and they left a bunch of film out and they lifted it off the counter, and there was this image left. So we're just kind of taking it on. But that's what I do.
Nice.
Wow. Summer, have you seen her work?
Not to this extreme. Keep talking.
Okay,
We should have done a promo and it just watch the whole thing happen.
is it like permanent? Does it last forever?
But if I get it wet, I can squish it around and move it around again. So, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. I had a Polaroid camera when I was a kid. I used to love my Polaroid.
I had a swinger.
Did
I thought
you?
That was great.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So, I mean, they still sell the cameras, huh?
They do. They just came out with what's called a one-step 2, which is
Sounds like
the
a
old
dance.
ones. It is. It's the do-si-do.
Well, that sounds fun.
Well, that does sound fun.
That
Oh my
sounds
gosh, I
fun.
can't wait. Is there a website we can go to?
Yes, there's artisticlunacy.com.
Is that you?
And that's me.
That's you, artisticlunacy.com.
Lunacy.
All right, I'm gonna
Spelled like the moon and the sea, but I made sure that
okay.
I kept the crazy in there.
wait. Tell me the name of it again.
Artistic
Artistic.
Lunacy.
Lunar.
Luna.
Okay.
Artistic Luna SEA.
I see. .com. Okay.
Yeah.
So what I'll do is I'll take some of the pictures from here, and I will put them on the. Oh, look at that! Did you do that horse?
This represents
Yes.
horse fever, yes.
Yeah.
Is that, okay, but that's not a Polaroid. Okay.
No.
What's this? Okay, people can't see this. Clouds. Okay. So
You'll get there.
These are photographs. Okay. All right.
Lightning. That is so cool looking. Boy, are you a talented photographer.
thank you.
Do you know? I'm always amazed.
And
To be
artist.
honest with you, I'm always amazed when photography looks like art.
Yeah.
And I don't even know what I mean by that. It's just
Right. I know what you mean.
that I can tell, right? Summer, you
Yeah.
can tell, right?
Well, if you come to Sholom on Sunday, you'll be able to find more photography that's real art. There's going to be lots of like jewelry and sculpture and that sort of thing. But unfortunately, I'm not participating. I'm just helping out this time. So
Oh, your work isn't on display?
not this time. No, I'm just there to, help get the artist
Wow.
settled and
Summer, are you an artist?
selling.
Summer? Summer, it looks like an actress in a movie.
I This segment has started out so interesting, and I'm so pleased because Diane has. If I have a chance to brag on her, Diane has been just amazing in setting up this entire event for Sunday. That's why we are here, is to talk about Sholom Park for Sunday's event, Fun at the Park, music and art. And for anybody out there, if you're not busy on Sunday at Sholom Park from 1 o'clock to 4 o'clock in the afternoon, that's my promo piece here. We have a free event for anybody to come to Sholom Park and view at least 15 artists and their works, and we can talk about what they're exhibiting. And Diane just kind of alluded to some of that, but we have everything from acrylics to woodworking to sculptures to glass art to probably some different photography and so forth.
Substrate.
Scratched egg art, which is really interesting as well.
Oh, that's going to be there too.
Yes, ma'am. It's just unreal.
What is that? Scratched
I love
egg?
that.
I'm just learning about that, but it is
You scratch an egg?
very delicate work. I can just tell you that, to Corian, to so forth, and so on. We can get into that, but Diane has been very, very helpful just to volunteer her time, and as you can tell, she is very talented as an artist, but she has volunteered her time to help organize this entire event from start to finish, and helping us, gather artists around. But in addition to the artists, we also will have jazz music from in the formal garden at Sholom Park. If you're familiar with
Who's it going to be?
Miranda Madison and her jazz trio group. You're probably familiar with Miranda Madison, and she plays lots and lots downtown and around, and she's amazing. It's an incredible voice. And then we
Pretty lady, too.
Oh, and she's gorgeous, of course, and just
Which doesn't mean anything to most men, but
of course, her voice is perfect, and her entourage is just amazing. And then also a violist from Gainesville, his name is Stephen Fine, and he is just a classical, amazing string player. And he will also be, as he plays in the Labyrinth, he also will be explaining what he's doing, works of art from Bach, and how Bach's music was influential for French dance and so forth in the 17th and 18th and 16th century. So it's going to be just educational in that way, but you can wander around the park, view the art, talk to the artists, see them actually painting and working, and as they go.
they're going to be actually
some will
creating pieces.
Some will, exactly. I'm trying not to show my shoulder to you here.
Oh, no, you're good.
But and talk with them. And if you would like to buy pieces of art, you're welcome to do so. We don't make any money on this at all, but you can visit with the artist about that, and then also enjoy the music. And last year, we had this event. We put it together pretty quickly, and had artists out there, and we had people spontaneously kind of in the grass dancing to the music, and just
wonderful.
picking up
spontaneously.
I would say spontaneously. We didn't make them.
Wow.
And you could bring a blanket or bring a chair with you.
Can you
and
imagine if I just
and
spontaneously started dancing?
I think you should right
Wouldn't
now,
that-
Larry.
wouldn't that
Larry,
be
I'm just going
very
to tell
crazy?
you should spontaneously dance right now. So
have you ever spontaneously started dancing?
Yes.
Really?
It was kind of like lighting a fire.
happened?
People just laughed.
I mean, was there music or something? I mean, what makes you spontaneously dance?
Oh, you just hear the right, just
It happens?
the right vibe at the
Start,
right moment
yeah.
with the right people and the right atmosphere.
wonderful.
I did this.
Yeah.
I just thought of it. I did this. I called a radio station one time and I won $500.
I would spontaneously dance.
Yes, I did.
Yes, I would.
In the kitchen with the dog, I was dancing.
Oh, I would dance with the dog. I'd dance with the cat, of course, whatever. I'd dance with the pen or pencil. Yes, of course.
You're also going to have food there.
We will have food. In fact, that is the only cost that you will incur if you come. If you'd like to buy food, we will have, there's a company called the Flower Pot out of Tioga Square in Gainesville. They will come and have pastries and sandwiches and quiches and all that sort of thing. And so they will be there to serve food and very affordable cookies and, waters and teas and so forth like that. But you're also welcome to bring your own picnic if you'd like. So, there's no cost involved unless you want to buy food or if you'd like to buy art. Otherwise, come along. Bring the family, bring a friend.
Service animals are permitted.
Service animals are permitted.
Circus animals.
Service
Oh,
animals.
service.
Please leave your elephant at home or your tiger. Otherwise, service animals are always permitted. That is, that is the law. Otherwise, leave your dog at home. And otherwise, other rules for the park do apply. We don't allow illegal drugs or alcohol. But otherwise, anything else is, come one, come all. And we'd love to have a nice big crowd just having a nice
exciting.
time. Yeah, we'd love
Very
to have you all.
exciting.
But again, everything will be in the formal garden, the labyrinth area, and we will also have a welcome table there with the spa, the ranch, spa health and fitness, and master the possibilities. Otherwise, it's not a big vendor show, anything like that.
Can I ask, what is a spa? I am so confused with what a spa is. Is it, you going to have a spa we can get into?
There will be a welcome table from the spa.
Oh, from the spa.
I was going to say, the spa is the place where you're supposed to get pedicures, so I'm going to hold my hands down. Manicures and
But
So it's not water or anything.
no.
you don't go into something.
We do at On Top of the World. We do have the spa ranch, spa and fitness.
And you go in there?
I don't go often enough.
But you do.
You can't. It is open to the
You
public.
have, personally?
Yes.
You get in the water?
There is water. There's the pool, and there.
Have you, Diane?
fitness classes.
No.
In a spa?
No, I've never ventured into the spa.
Because we had rules the other day about a sauna. There are
Yes.
certain rules if
I
you're
feel
in
like we're being set up for something. I'm not sure what it is.
No. So a sauna and a spa are two different things, right?
I think so.
A sauna is just hot air.
Yes.
And a
with
spa is-
rocks, I think.
Yeah, you're not supposed to take the towel off at all.
I'm going to invite Russ Adams, who is the head of the ranch spa fitness,
okay.
to come on your show, and I think he will very much inform you of what goes on at the ranch there at On Top of the World. I think you really enjoy that.
The artists that you have is a huge variety of all of the different.
Yes, and you never know with something like this if you're going to get all painters or all jewelry makers. And looking at the list of who we've managed to wrangle for the day, there's everything from pencil art to painting to the jewelry. I think there's some custom woodworking, and he works on
Nice.
Korean. It's amazing to me that this small group. We've got under 20 artists, but you're going to see everything almost represented.
Everything is in the eye of the beholder, right?
True.
Can you help me understand the difference between an artist and a craftsman? Let me tell you why I ask.
Okay.
At what was it called? Griffin's. Do you remember Griffin's?
Yes.
Okay. They used to have Thomas Kincaid paintings.
Yes.
And I'd say, oh my gosh, this is great. He's a great artist. And somebody next to me, no, he was a great craftsman. I said, what? Okay, help me understand.
He kind of straddled the line there. He was really famous for what he did, but it kind of, because of that fame, turned him into it went the other way. It didn't go the Andy Warhol way. It went the, almost schlocky. A lot of artists, raised their brow to him. But
Schlocky?
yeah.
Is that a Jewish word?
I have no idea.
A Yiddish word?
It just came out of my
Schlocky.
mouth.
Okay.
Yeah. But it's just, he in a lot of circles, he kind of got a bad rap, but he
Why?
was.
Because he was making money? Is that why?
I think there's a little jealousy sometimes when you go commercial. So you'll see his work on puzzles and that sort of thing. Now, that doesn't mean a Van Gogh puzzle isn't, based on a nice,
Right.
fine piece of art. But I wish I knew what the difference was, because most of the time as I'm creating and I'm making stuff, I'm thinking this
Is it
is
artsy
fifth
or
grade
craftsy?
craft. Yes.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm thinking that the whole time. And then,
but
then I show people and they're like, no, I like it.
It's the beauty in the eye of the beholder thing,
Yes,
right?
it is. Yeah.
I think something that's reproduced exactly as the same piece before it is a craftsman. But an
Yes.
artist, to me, does things differently. No two pieces are the same.
Yeah, and good art will make you feel something, and it can be everything from disgust to, happiness to, remembering something that, oh my gosh, that was something from my past I had completely forgotten about.
Right,
It makes you
right.
feel an emotion. When someone walks into my booth and I sell a piece, it's usually because they saw it from out in the way and they went, If I have to explain what I do, if I talk about it, I'm not going to make a sale. It's that,
Oh, really?
yes.
Oh, my gosh. So how much is your stuff? Can I ask?
It's right now. It's like 40 and under because I'm desperate to sell. But some pieces go as high as 300, but most of my stuff is very affordable.
Did you ever hear the Yoko Ono, John Lennon story about the apple that was sitting on the pedestal? Did you?
No.
Okay. So when they first met,
to hear it.
yeah, we are. So do you know who they are, right?
Yeah,
Of course,
oh, yeah.
Okay, so everybody, okay. because the older I get, the more I realize people don't know everybody. So, okay, so there was an apple on a pedestal, and there was a price tag of $1 million. It was Yoko Ono's art show, and she had that apple. It was a real apple, which may be why they called their Apple the record company. I don't know if that's what. But anyway, he said, "Well, why is this $1 million?" And she said, "So people will talk about it."
Yeah.
And isn't that
Yeah.
interesting?
Most people that come by my booth and know what I have tell me to raise my prices. That's and
then people will talk about it.
And then they talk about it.
You have a lot of creative people at your event, but also the people that attend the event. Some are really enjoyed for the ambiance. You're also encouraging them not just to bring their own picnic stuff, but to bring their lawn chairs and their blankets so they can be comfortable.
Yes, come and sit and enjoy it. You know, because it really is a grand day out. It's just a nice, soothing day. It's because as you're walking around, you don't hear the music at first. And then as you get closer, where is that? You know, so you're exploring parts of the park that maybe you hadn't seen before. It's a really nice day. It is very peaceful.
When we went there that day for the other event, first of all, it was beautiful. You guys did such a great job. It was so much fun. But we also saw rocks that people painted and hid. Is that something that's always there, or did we just come on a day where there was something going on?
This is part of the Ocala Rocks kind of phenomenon. I'm not as familiar with that as some people are.
So that's not even organized with you?
Oh, no.
It's just people come into the park?
Yeah, and it is a hot spot for finding rocks. So if you are low on your stash of Ocala rocks, come on out. They're there.
There's a very popular Facebook site, Ocala Rocks, and people just take a rock and they paint it and they plant it at different places. I'm sure there are some here.
Really?
Paddock,
We found one on the ledge there.
Yeah, and they just trade them and place them around different places. I don't know that we encourage it or discourage it, but it's certainly a place where people do leave and take rocks from.
Bless you.
It wasn't me, but
you have good parking also.
We do have good parking. Parking is always, especially when we have a large-scale event like this, we do focus very, very much on safety, of course, with large crowds. And so if you come into the park, you may get to park in the normal parking areas. If not, we do have overflow parking. So we'll have, obviously, sheriff's deputies out there helping park and different people. So yeah.
It's this coming Sunday.
Yes.
Sholom Park. The artists... Diane, your name is not on here?
Because she's helping.
I'm helping.
She's helping. She's doing
I'm
her,
just a worker bee.
Her volunteer time. As always, we have amazing volunteers helping. We have amazing sponsors. Of course, because this is admission free, our sponsors are amazing to help us with that. I thought I'd also share with you, of course, Sholom Park is open, as you said in your opener, we are open whether it's a calm, quiet day like this morning, every single day of the year, 365 days a year, unless we have a crazy hurricane, as we talked about. We do have closed a couple of days in there. Right. During the summertime and until the time changes, we are open 8 o'clock until 7 o'clock in the evenings right now. And then when the time changes back to the time when it gets darker earlier and all that kind of stuff, we do have to close at 5 o'clock in the evenings. But anybody is welcome to come out to Sholom Park free of charge at 8 o'clock in the morning until 7 p.m. until the time changes, and then until 5 p.m. And you don't have to do a thing. Just respect the property and come for whatever purpose.
Have a good time. Yeah.
Come to walk, come to jog, come to just
you would be so great, like if you had a nighttime jazz show or something on the radio. Yeah. Listen to your voice. Oh, you can't hear your own voice. You hear her voice? Wouldn't that be amazing? That'd be.
Well, Larry.
Yeah, that kind of thing. Yeah. You're listening to the smooth sounds of Jazzatopia.
This is Delilah. Well, thank you.
You have a wonderful staff there too. I mean, there's always rangers going around on the golf carts and making sure that the paths are clear and the foliage is taken care of and everything, and it really is outstanding.
Well, we really appreciate that. So what I wanted to tell you is even the Friday after this event on Sunday, we are celebrating National Public Gardens Day, which is celebrated all across the country and different places in the world as well. But we're a member of American Public Gardens, which is just it's a American Public Gardens Association, but it's designed as a day to help people understand that you should get outside and enjoy what public gardens have to offer to everybody. And in order to celebrate that, we've put together a little program that's going to be free, and it is on a Friday morning, so it's hard for a lot of people to get out to the park. I know if they have to work or go to school, but I don't know if you can see this flyer, but
the Leaf Series.
The Leaf Series, we've combined that with it. We have Leaf.
Yeah, we can see that. Nice.
every month,
Thank you.
except for during the hot summer months. But you see that there is a
Were
nice...
you born in the summer?
He's always derailing me.
No, I mean,
Do you want to know the story? I was actually born in the spring.
Okay.
Aren't you glad they didn't name me Spring Best?
No, I'd be
like
fine
a
with
mattress.
I was born on June 13th.
that. That's close
But
to
I think
summer.
I am a Florida native about 7 times over, so I think it was hot enough. You know, they just said it was going to be hot enough. I think maybe summer. But anyway, there's a bobcat on this flyer, as you
Yes.
can see. So the idea on our National Public Gardens Day talk is everyone's welcome to come to this talk at 10:30 on May 11th, Friday, May 11th, and our theme is what lives at Sholom Park, and the idea is, what are the creatures that actually live at the park?
Is there a bobcat that lives
there?
there?
Has been a bobcat. Now,
Really?
whether he or she is living there right now, I'm not sure. And as you may have heard Mr. Colin talk about in the past, some of the rare species that we've had, we always see the rabbits and the squirrels and the koi fish and, some different things go by.
Well, the koi are kind of stuck.
The koi are kind of stuck, but they are happy to be stuck there because those koi fish are well fed. I
Oh,
tell
I
you
know
what,
they
they're
are.
very well fed in the pond. If you've not been to Sholom Park, make sure you go by the pond and feed the koi because they're happy to eat your food. Anyway, but through the years we've seen bobcats, coyotes, ducks, egrets, even the occasional. I'm not a snake person, but a coral snake or indigo snake. Anyway, the story goes that there was the bobcat and there was always the turkey, but then there was no turkey after there was the bobcat. So the coyotes' thought of peace wasn't the same as the turkey's thought of peace at Sholom Park. But we that's nature, and we let nature happen as it goes. But we are going to have a talk on just the different sorts of species that happen. Kind of behind the scenes. When the gates close at night, what happens at Sholom Park? We sort of entitled
that's
this.
an awesome idea.
We first entitled this "Who Lives at Sholom Park," and I thought that was cute. And then marketing came back and said, "You don't want to imply that people live at Sholom Park overnight." And it was like, "Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, people don't live at Sholom Park.
Yeah.
It's what lives at Sholom Park." So, if you'd like to join us on National Public Gardens Day, also as part of our LEAF series, which it stands for Learn, Explore, Appreciate, Focus. LEAF. Learn, Explore, Appreciate,
Wow, that'd
Focus.
be so cool to put like a hidden camera, like a night vision camera, right?
You have those?
We don't have night vision camera, but if anybody at any time, even at this very moment, would like to see, we have a live camera all the time pointing at our stage.
You do?
Mhm, it's online, yes, sir.
How do you see it?
At shalompark.org on the homepage. It's on the upper right-hand corner. There's always a live camera. Now, much of the time, if you click on that, you're going to see the stage, and occasionally you may see people walking by, or you may see the guys out carefully mowing the grass. But during our events, of course, you'll see everything happening. But most of the time, it's a static image of the stage.
Live
But
of Sholom Park.
I assure you, if you saw a bobcat walk by, that'd be really fun. Yeah,
All right.
You're pulling it right there. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be
I'm
great.
pulling a butt.
Yep.
Okay.
See, you're pulling it up.
Oh, okay.
You can't take him anywhere.
Can I, Diane?
know what you-
I have a question for you.
Okay.
Let me set it up first. Okay, I got a minute to do this. Okay, we had Matthew Wardell in the studio with his wife. Matthew is the conductor of the orchestra, and
Yes.
and his wife
Yes,
is a cellist. Is that what she
Cellist.
plays? Okay. So I said to them, "Is there any instrument that you never played that you wish you could that you wish you would just get your hands on?" So I'm going to ask you: is there any medium, like an art medium, you've never used that you would like to try?
It doesn't really exist anymore, but a 16 by, no, it's 24 by 44. It's a mammoth Polaroid camera.
What?
Yes.
You love Polaroid?
I love it. And it's my dream. And I know a couple of people through Sideways Facebook that had the camera after they stopped making what's called the pods, the big sheets of film, and started trying to develop them themselves. And they were in Tribeca and
In New York?
in New York.
Okay.
And all sorts of famous people. Mr. Close that does when you get far away, you see an image, but then when you get closer in, it's just a bunch of blobs inside boxes.
That's why he got his name?
And you have to get real close. No, he would use that because the amount of detail you get is, basically larger than life. And, so he would go and take pictures of famous people and then use those pictures to make his bigger pieces of art. I mean, they take up whole walls. So I would love to at least assist, maybe not waste film there, but just to play around with it.
Yeah. Oh,
Ah,
that's
wow, that's
If
fascinating.
anybody out there can help Diane,
Find a mammoth camera.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
that
And
is pretty cool.
it's Summer. Any art medium you wish you could try? You'd like to try?
I would love it if.
Did I ask you if you're an artist?
If ever you did ask me, I've meddled a little bit. Mostly, I've made messes. But my mom told me one time that life is all about making messes and cleaning them up. So,
Oh,
Smart mom.
nice.
yeah, she's a smart mom.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think it'd be really cool if you could make a camera that took photos of people where you just always look good
Ooh,
There you go.
without any editing. Right?
I'm with you.
a couple of filters.
You know, I worked at the assisted living facility on the top of the world property. It's now called Brookdale, I think,
Brookdale,
right? But back then it was called Park Place. And I used to take pictures of the residents and put them up on the bulletin, on the cork boards, whatever you call them. And stop it! And everybody wanted me to take their picture down. They all would look at the picture. Oh, I
Yes.
love these pictures, but not that one. Take that one down. That's me. I said, if I took the pictures down of people, there would be no pictures there. So.
That's why I'm not a portrait photographer, and I will not. I'll come to your wedding, but I will not take your pictures at your wedding.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's a lot of pressure.
it's a lot.
Well,
lot of pressure.
come to the park. We'll just take pictures of the park.
Yeah. All right.
Well, this is going to be such a fun event this Sunday. It's going to be wonderful. Beginning at 1, goes till 4.
Yes, ma'am.
You've got music. You've got all the variety of artists. You've got you two ladies that, in case people want to learn more about the park or more of your series that are coming up, they can talk to you.
Any questions, go to the website, shalompark.org. Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Shalom with the O, S-H-O.
That is it. Yes, sir.
LOM.
Absolutely. Thank you for your time. Really appreciate
Thank
it.
you, Summer.
you.
Thank you for putting up with me. Diane, thank you. Thank you for what you guys
Nice
do.
to
And
meet
tell
you.
Robert we
Yeah,
said
nice
to meet you
hi.
too.
Hello, Robert. I'm going to watch this thing now. See if Robert comes out and says hi to the camera. I'll be watching. Thank you, ladies. We will take a break. Be right back.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
Here is your 1-minute news brief from The Source, WOCA, only one of Florida's leading Republican candidates.